How's it going, everybody? This is my lovely wife of 5 months.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Sky. We just got back from St. Thomas. We stayed at Bolongo Bay Beach Resort. And we just kind of wanted to give you guys a little recap of our experience and some things that we saw that would probably be kind of helpful, whether you are deciding whether you want to stay in St. Thomas or stay at Bolongo Bay. Some facts about St. Thomas, just being there, it's really, really pretty. There's lots of views from hillsides. You can look down and see the port, and I mean, there's just so many different angles and views that you can see. Also, just some more facts just to keep in mind. There's up to 3 cruise ships can be in port at once on the same day, so that could maybe affect what you'd want to do, what beach you'd want to go to, because of the number of people might be higher. And but after like 4 o'clock or 4:30, everybody that is on a cruise ship is coming back to port, so everything clears out. On our second to last day, we went to Megan's Bay. And we got there right around 3 o'clock, I think. It was a little before 3. There's 3 boats in port, 3 cruise ships. Mm-hmm. And Megan's Bay is just big enough to where you can find your own spot. Yeah, we found our own picnic table. And we had more than one to choose from as well. So we walked down to the far side and found a spot, walked down all the way to the north side, and found another spot later on. So it was really fun. Megan's Bay is definitely one to go to. They are still rebuilding from hurricanes. They got hit by 2 hurricanes, Category 5 hurricanes in 2017. You could kind of tell still, but it's not like the island is completely wrecked. I mean, it's still beautiful. One more thing to keep in mind about St. Thomas is that you're in American-style cars, and so you're on the left side driving, but you're also on the left side of the road. So that's something to keep in mind.
Only about 30 minutes to get from one point to the other.
Yeah, there are stoplights, but was there any stop signs? I don't think there was any stop signs.
No.
There were stop lights, and then it was kind of just go as you please.
Yeah.
So moving on to Bolongo Bay Beach Resort, it was very pretty. The resort owns the only sand beach inside of their bay, and so it is sandy. From pictures, it looks like it's not as sandy as it was before the hurricane. There's some rocks and stuff, but it's still really, really pretty, clear water, and it's just kind of low key, kind of a spot that's just a little quieter. There's not near as many people there. There's lots of water sports that you can do at Bolongo Bay. They have a bunch of equipment that you can rent, and they got different boats and stuff you can take out, and or floating devices. As far as Bolongo Bay Beach Resort itself, it's kind of low key. It's not flashy at all. It's older, but it's still nice. And I mean, we didn't have a problem with it, I don't think.
We actually booked a value room, which online says that the views are of the garden, but the room that we were in actually had a pretty nice ocean view.
You could see Buck Island, which is where you go and snorkel with turtles. It was literally, I mean, right out. You could see a bunch of palm trees everywhere. They have a ton of palm trees, a ton of wildlife, cats, iguanas, and
lizards everywhere.
Yeah, lizards, chickens. Again, it's not flashy, but it is nice and very clean. Whenever we went there, everything was fine. All the amenities. I mean, if you're there to have fun on the island and see the views and stuff, you shouldn't have to worry about your room. I mean,
it was pretty nice, I thought, actually. Clean bed, clean bathroom, clean room.
Clean room, neat. I didn't mind it. I'm not too much of a lavish lifestyle type guy anyway, so. But I do like feeling comfortable and like you're in a clean place. So I didn't feel like it was sketchy by any means. I was very comfortable, and I can be kind of picky about that sometimes. I was kind of surprised, me and Haley's rating of Bolongo Bay and just the overall experience that we had. I wanted to give an honest review of how I felt, just the overall experience that I had. Overall, like if we would have went somewhere kind of like on a more commercial scale, a more luxurious route. But I mean, I was surprised with Haley's because I thought she would have treated it a little more harshly than I did. But I'm glad to see that we had pretty similar scores. Haley gave it a 4.2 to 4.5, and I gave it a solid 4.5. So pretty even rating we have. Kind of cool. I'm glad. So we appreciate you watching this, and we hope that this is helpful to somebody that is looking into going down to the Virgin Islands. They've been promoting themselves, trying to get people to come down to the Caribbean just to help with raising money to rebuild from Hurricane Irma, and what's the other one? I'll put it in the video. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Appreciate it.
Well, here we go. June 16th. We're ready to go. Got a bag. We're getting ready to let the dogs out.
Sit.
Gonna miss you, pups. Well, I'm putting you up. I'll see you at maybe the airport. I don't know. Just got to the airport. Tons of people. Nope. Just got through security. She's sneezing on everybody. See you on the plane. To Bolongo Bay. We booked our vacation with cheapcaribbean.com, and Tropic Tours was the company that took us to and from the airport. We're here. Me and my wife had just got into our rooms, so we're heading down to Iggy's Beach Bar and Grill right here. We both hadn't eaten since like 2:45 that morning, so we were pretty tired, pretty hungry, ready for a good meal. And Iggy's Beach Bar and Grill has got some amazing food. It was good. We had no complaints about their food every day we were there. Well, walked all the way over there. It's pretty cool. I'm getting up on these rocks. I think it's a pretty cool place. Look at this. I want to get in here. super clear. So the start of our second day was also my birthday. I hadn't ever done any GoPro videoing before, so I wanted to get out on the beach and into the water and kind of test it out before we went later in the day to the Buck Island turtle snorkel, which was really awesome. It was my favorite thing that we did on the entire trip. Me and my wife were both wearing flippers, and it's recommended that you wear some type of footwear whenever you're at Bolongo Bay going to snorkel, because there are rocks and stuff. And when you get out farther, there's sand, like this little circle of sand that we found. The water does get pretty clear once you get back towards those back two buoys. We had a lot of fun over here, kind of practicing, trying to hone in our camera skills. Once you get in the water, it doesn't take very long to find the fish and all the other wildlife that's in the bay. I would say that there were about 15 sea urchins that we saw in like a 30-minute period. So it's just good to be mindful of how deep you are and the current around you, so you don't get pushed into something you don't want to be rubbing up against. So after I got a feel of the GoPro, we went ahead and went back on into the beach. There's a lot of sea grass and sand. It just out farther you go, the more sand there is. And next we went to Buck Island on the turtle snorkel excursion, and that was through Bolongo Bay. It was $75 a piece. And I think I'm going to stop here, and I'll continue the rest of our days on another video. So stay tuned.